Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am here for my 10-week pregnancy update. So I'm currently in my 11th week, made it this far. Last week we actually went and had my NIPT test. It's a blood test and they test for any abnormal chromosomes and they can also tell you the gender. That was a week ago today. Oh my God, that was crazy getting it done. I normally do have a bit of trouble with blood tests, like they find it hard to find a vein, and I haven't been doing great with water, and I had as much as I could and I still felt sick. We went just before lunch and the lady tried and she thought she found a deep one. Well, she found a deep one, but she wasn't able to get to it. So she said, go have some more water, have some lunch, and then I'll send you to another clinic. So then we did that. Then a few hours later, we went to the other clinic and she got it no problem. So that was really good. But it wasn't till the afternoon that was done. And that was a week ago and I still haven't heard the results. I have heard that they can take 7 days, or was it 5 days? I can't remember. Like either way, people usually get them back in a week. So I was kind of expecting it today. I also arranged with my specialist. I want to go through the public system to have this baby. We just decided that that's what it's going to be for us here. I don't know how you guys feel about it. Every time I brought it up to someone who's gone private, they've always said, oh, but private's really good. And I was just actually had lunch with some friends and they've both been public and they said, I can't fault the public system. It's great. Don't waste your money. So everyone has their own story. I think that like most people tend to forget we've already spent that kind of money to get pregnant. We've already spent, you know, 5-6 grand to get to this point with all of the treatments and everything that has happened over the past couple of years. Like, I mean, at the end of the day, it's not just a money thing, but it's just like, I feel like our hospital in the town that we live in is of really high standards. And the thing is, if your baby is sick, it will actually go to the public hospital. So yeah, I just need to let Penny out. So anyway, that's a decision that Dean and I had made ourselves based on feedback from both sides, and we're pretty happy with that so far. And also our obstetrician said, if anything goes wrong, just come back to us. So we feel good that, you know, we've already like seen him a bit in it, well, a lot in our process to get pregnant. So we are welcome back there if need be. So then I actually rang up and booked in, because it's at a different place that I hadn't been before, and they said we can't actually do it until you are 13 weeks. So now the 12-week scan is a 13-week scan, which is annoying because obviously we just want to make sure that like the baby's growing okay and everything looks good before we can be a bit more lax with who we tell, kind of thing. Like we've just told selected people in our family and our friends. We're just waiting on the NIPT test and the 13-week scan, which won't be for 2 weeks from now. And then 2 days after I have that scan, I have an appointment with an obstetrician through the public system. So I'm glad that that's all booked in. Oh, and I also they booked me in for a telehealth appointment with a midwife. And that is tomorrow afternoon. So yeah, I just don't know what to expect. I don't really know what to ask, but I guess I'll just learn along the way. But most importantly, I'm feeling good. Still symptom wise out of breath. The last couple of days, the last 2 days, I've actually, and even today, I've had an appetite, like I can eat more. I've actually eaten a lot more the last 3 days than I have like the last over a month, I think. I think it was the start of six weeks that I started to get morning sickness, all day sickness really. I still do have bouts of nausea, like today I went and had lunch with some friends and this morning I was not feeling good. I feel fine now, but yeah, there are times where I'm just like, I just don't feel good. Oh, I forgot to mention last week, I think it was in week 9, there was one definite day and probably half a day where I had a thumping headache, like really, really bad headache. And that was the only time that I've had a headache in this whole pregnancy so far, which I thought was a little bit odd. But anyway, just before I got pregnant, I actually was starting to get a stretch mark on my tummy, and I'd never had a stretch mark before on my tummy, and that has grown. And I looked last night and there's even some like on my back, and I don't want to show you because I'm not comfortable showing you, but I am starting to get them, which is annoying. I haven't actually, when I first got pregnant, within the first 2 weeks of knowing, I think I put on 2 or 3 kilos, and then I lost 1.5, and I've been at that weight for probably I must have been nearly 2 months. I've kept that weight, that same weight, which is obviously more weight than I would like to be right now, but I haven't put on any weight from around about falling pregnant, which is interesting. Well, I haven't been eating much. I still like have like a bit of food and I'm like, okay, I'm done. But I have noticed that I've been like, I go to bed and I'm like, and it's 10 o'clock and I'm like, I could eat something. No, you're just going to sleep, Crystal. And I've heard people say that they have 2 dinners. I think I'm getting better with my, like, smells aren't making me as nauseous. So we can probably, I feel really sick right now thinking about food. We can probably try and start cooking some food at home. Hopefully I don't feel too sick with that, because we just don't cook at home because I feel sick, unless it's like toast or something like that. Oh yeah, it's so weird because I have such a sweet tooth, and like usually chocolate, biscuits, or you know, anything tickles my fancy, and I have not been into really like sweet food lately. But Dean's mum gave us these mini connoisseur ice creams, and they're like mini magnums, but they're like salted caramel with chocolate and macadamia nuts on the outside. Oh my God, my mouth is watering right now. Like they hit the spot for me. Like they're amazing. So I've just been like having one of them every night as a little treat. And that's like the one sweet thing that I had, that I've been having. Like I haven't really had anything else or wanted anything else. Although Dean got some tiny teddies and I've been snacking on them in little packets. Like we went to Dean's grandma's the other day and it was for lunch, and about 11 o'clock I'm just like snacking on them because I felt sick in the car, and they helped. So they're good. I know all the food that I'm eating is like not exactly good for me, and what I'm saying like I'm wanting is not good. But I think we've actually told pretty much everyone that we wanted to tell now, like, you know, our closest friends and family. I also talked to Dean about our gender reveal because we were going to do it after we get the news back from, I think we were originally going to do it like this weekend after we got the NIPT results back, but then we're going to wait till after the scan, which would be 14 weeks. And then the borders are still closed, so my parents can't come. And I just said to Dean, would it be okay if we pushed it back until they can come? And he's like, yeah, of course. Like, I just want my parents to be there. Like, it's really important to me, especially my mom. Like, you know, I know she's so excited. My dad is as well, but I know that she's really, really excited. It's her first grandchild, and yeah, so we're just gonna wait to push it back, and hopefully in July they open, which is only a few weeks after when we were going to do it anyway. Fingers crossed. I'll show you what I got for our little gender reveal. We're going to go with like a pastel theme, but like I went and got like these lolly bags today, like pink and blue ones, if they want to put the lollies in cups. I've got these lavender and these green cups, which like a polka dot as well as the bag. Pink and blue confetti to just sprinkle around on the table and things like that. And then I got some pastel colored streamers as well. I've been collecting things and I've been ordering things like on eBay and stuff, like all the balloons came and the garland tape, and I've got girl boy foil balloons, and there's just a few more things that I want to get. This also gives me a bit more time to like plan it and, you know, buy the things as well, because I'm just, yeah, I'm pretty sure I said this last time, but it's just like a celebratory thing that, yay, we're finally pregnant. And also, you know, like everything that's happened with COVID and people not being able to do things, and go places and travel and see people. Like, it'll be nice to finally just like have some people over. It'll be shitty weather though. Like, it's so dark today outside. It's just the start of winter, but I don't care. I'm just really excited. The only thing that I'm really worried about is like, what am I gonna wear? Like, I don't know how big I'll be then. Like, I'm already feeling big, which is silly. I'd show you, but like I'm just fat. Like, I've got a bump, but I'm just fat. My boobs are just like huge. And I was telling my friend today, I'm just like, my boobs are huge. She's like, they gotta get bigger. And I'm like, no. Oh, my acne is finally clearing up. I noticed it was probably around a week ago it started getting better, and now, like, I mean, obviously I've got makeup on, but like there's hardly any like bumps, and my scarring is clearing up. I don't know if it's to do with hormones and, you know, around the 10-week mark the placenta takes over, or is supposed to take over with providing the baby nutrients, but my acne has really calmed down, and I've still been having I've been having those ice creams, and I've been having still some bowls of cereal, which I was having probably a bit more often before, but like that hasn't really seemed to affect it. Fingers crossed I don't have to deal with acne, because I said to Dean the other day, I've dealt with really bad skin for years. I put off going on Roaccutane. I actually did some Roaccutane when I was I think 17, and I only did 6 months of it because my symptoms were really, really bad with it. Oh, it's not my symptoms, my side effects. Like, I got depressed and it was bad. And so I didn't finish my course of it, but my skin was fine for like, yeah, a good over 10 years afterwards. And now it's like, it's so bad again. And I said to Dean, like, you know, you can't breastfeed if you have Roaccutane. So, and then like we want to obviously have another baby, and you can't, so I have to be in between breastfeeding and before TTC. And it's like, well, I kind of like, I want to have our babies close together, so I'm gonna have to wait till after that. And there's also, a few of you guys have picked it up, and it's not something that I want to point out, but I actually have a lazy eye. I had an operation when I was 5, I'm gonna say, and it just fixed it. And sometimes it doesn't last forever for people, and it hasn't lasted forever for me, but I need to have another operation to fix it. So because we were TTC and didn't know when we were gonna get pregnant, I just thought, you know, it's not a priority for me, but my double vision is getting worse and worse, which is really annoying. But the only way you can fix it is with an operation. So that's another thing that I've got to do in between breastfeeding and TTC as well. I don't know how long that will take. I haven't looked into the process of having that operation, because this was just a priority for us getting pregnant. But like, I don't even know why I'm telling you guys this. Oh yeah, my acne. But yeah, hopefully my acne clears up and stays away for the rest of the pregnancy, and I will just be so happy. My friends today, they're like, oh, you're just glowing and your hair looks nice. And I'm just like, actually, I just washed my hair and my acne is clearing up. But I am feeling really good. I'm in really good spirits. Like, I was thinking, I'm not crying this video. I'm not crying. I've cried at too many. I was thinking the other day that, you know, when I was TTC, like how sad I was. And it feels so good to have that heaviness off of my heart. I'm not crying. It feels so good to not feel so anxious and depressed. And I thought that this would change it all for me, and it has. Yeah, like, I'm in really good spirits, and apart from getting cranky at Dean a few times, I'm not crying, by the way. I'm not crying. I'm not crying. Coco has been addicted to her, well, I've had to give it to her, the electric heated throw rug. But she is getting older, so she's, you know, I don't know if she's got sore joints or anything, but it's probably good for her. Oh my God. I haven't been as emotional, I feel, in the last week. Although I will say, must have been Wednesday, I watched this movie called Oddball, and guys, do not watch it unless you want to just bawl your eyes out. It's actually filmed in Warrnambool, which is a Victorian town. They live on the coast, and there's this little island that has penguins on it. And it's true story. The penguins are getting killed by foxes. And then, anyway, long story short, this dog gets trained to guard the penguins. My sleeves were wet of tears. Even 30 seconds in, I was bawling because these poor penguins were just being killed by foxes. And I cried throughout the whole movie. And I was telling Dean about it. I was like, I watched this movie called Oddball. It's about the penguins in Warrnambool. He's like, oh, did you cry? And I'm like, yes, I bawled my eyes out. He's like, yeah, I've heard that one's a tearjerker. And I'm like, they're penguins. I was like literally on the couch crying like, no penguins. But it was a beautiful movie. I would highly recommend it, but be prepared. I just watched it on, I think it was on Stan that I watched it. It's either on Stan or Netflix. But yeah, it's an Aussie movie. It was really beautiful, and they saved the penguins in the end. This has been a really long update. I did not mean to chat for this long, but I guess I'm just in a chatty mood. I did just catch up with some friends, so that made me feel really good, in a really good mood. They both cried when I told them, and it was nice to go out and have a nice meal. And we always go to Snitz. It's amazing. And I actually ate most of my meal because I get a parma with salad and chips. And I actually ate a lot of it, which I was surprised at. It was really good though. It's so yummy. Anyway, this chat is super long. So yeah, hope you guys are doing well. I'm actually on the way home, I was yawning tired. So I'm just gonna have a bit of a rest now. Hopefully I can get a video up this week. I feel like I'm up to actually doing things. Which I haven't, for so many reasons, I haven't felt like editing or filming apart from these videos. I've just really not been, I don't know how to say it, I've just not been into social media. I don't even go on Instagram. I don't have Facebook anymore. I haven't had that in over 2 years. No, I haven't had Facebook in a year and a half. I just have really taken a step back from social media. You know, I just feel like that in this important time, I'm not the same person as I used to be. I'm not as resilient as I used to be. And I can take things too personal sometimes. I am a sensitive person. I wear my heart on my sleeve, and I just wanted to enjoy being pregnant and have no distractions, nothing upsetting me, nothing stressing me out. It's been really good. Obviously, I want to get back into it eventually, especially with filming all these videos, but for me, it's done the world of good, and probably why I'm in such a good frame of mind. For me, a social detox, I thrive off of it, and I find myself using social media so much less and less as I get older. I don't know, can you guys relate to that? I don't know. I still check YouTube every day and watch certain videos from certain people, but I'm just not really that active on it anymore, which I see as a good thing. You guys probably really miss my videos. Well, some of you might, but you guys will get lots when these are ready. And also I've been hiding. I haven't really talked to anyone or done anything because I'm just not ready to go into the world yet and try and lie to you guys, and I'm not ready for that. So I've got a couple of videos that I filmed ages ago that I need to edit and put up, so I'll see if I can do those and pop them up. And yeah, anyway, love you guys, hope you guys are doing well, and I will see you next time. Bye.